Good morning. How are you guys? Let's have a cup of coffee and talk some boxing this morning. For not a long time, but for a good time. What's going on, Mr. Mileage? Mills Rob in the building. Good morning. Zacharias and Carl. Good morning. Kamal said, more Ovaltine, please. Hey, man, I got a lot of work to do today, man. My wife is coming back in town. She's been out of town for the last couple of days. My son went to college up in New York, so she and my daughter took him up there. So you know how it goes. Got to clean the house. Got to make sure everything's good before the wife gets back. Devin, look, man, what's up? What's up? Go crazy. Yeah, so I have another live. What's going on, Isaiah? Yeah, I got another live stream I'm going to be doing at around 11. I think I said 11:30. Over there at on MH Blackwell. So I want to have a good, lively Sunday morning conversation. Please click the link. Talk to me. I need a favor out of you today, man. I need participation, man. That's how we determine whether or not there's support on the channel. Again, if you can support in the Cash App or Super Chats, that's excellent. But a lot of people are not able to do that. So you can click this link that I just put up there and come talk that boxing with me. That's the second best way to do it. So I would appreciate it. Everlast Williams, I'm feeling pretty good. I can't complain. Worked like a dog yesterday. Trying to come to understand in preparation for this live stream I'm doing later today. But I'm feeling well. How are you, Everlasting Williams? I hope you're doing well. Richard Paris, the popping for Ostrine gave Devin an out from that ass whooping. Yeah, he definitely got out of the ass whooping being recorded. The actual whooping of his ass did take place. And that's on tape. So, you really can't get rid of the actual ass whooping. You know what I mean? Like that actual ass whooping is there to stay. The record for the fight has been changed to a no contest. Derek Cromedius said, from a casual fan, Ryan Garcia was framed and screwed by the Haney's camp and their allies in boxing, right? Or am I tripping? Serious question. I don't think he was framed. No, I think he just something got in his system. It got detected. And the friends of Devin Haney, what they did do was they tried to make sure nobody had any question as to whether or not it was cheating, and started talking about it like it was cheating before any of the information came out, and refuted anything every step of the way where Ryan could have been making an argument that he didn't cheat. They had a counter argument for it and a reason why it didn't matter. You know what I mean? They were pretty much hell bent on getting that loss up off Devin Haney's record, and you can't blame them. But do I think that they were actually framed? No, I don't. I have to be honest with you. No, I do not think that they were framed. I don't think that Victor Conti framed them or Devin Haney framed them. I don't. Doesn't mean that it didn't happen. I'm just saying that that's not, when there's a reasonable explanation that works, I'm going to take, like a reasonable and, non-presidential, presidential, not, what do you call it? When you prejudice. I don't want him to prejudice you. Man, I'm having a hard time with that word today. Anyway, as long as it doesn't affect him in either party in a negative way, I'm not really tripping. I don't have to go to the more scandalous possibility that somebody leaked in and snuck in and put something in a sample to get him. I mean, that's not necessary when an accident, did it, especially since he wound up getting suspended for not notifying them of supplements that he had taken. So right there, he was caught, Nah, you can't get past the past. The past is there. You're already past it. You can't go back and change the past. Yeah, something in his toothpaste, Franz Kafka. Something in his toothpaste. You got a problem with something being in his toothpaste, man? You had a problem with that? We miss Devin, though. I want to talk about the importance of Devin Haney to fathers. I want to talk about the importance of Bill Haney to fathers. Have you guys noticed anything about fathers in boxing as of late? You noticed any trends in the fatherhood community of boxing, specifically within the United States? Have you noticed? Anybody noticed anything going on with fathers? Oh, there are definitely some now. No, Derek, there are definitely fathers in boxing. Black fathers specifically are very good fathers. Just want to let you know. Just to let you know. See, Bill Haney is not an exception to black fathers. He's the rule. Yeah, it's the talking too much. Fahim Sator, yeah, they talking so goddamn much. Brian Norman Jr. There's some juniors, man. At least Bill ain't no junior. At least Devin ain't no junior. Maybe there's a Bill Jr. out there running around somewhere we don't know about. Kid Austin, Floyd Schofield. Isn't it Floyd Schofield Sr.? Floyd Schofield Sr., Brian Norman Sr., even though I have to say, caveat, I have not really listened to a lot of Brian Norman Sr. I've heard enough. I've heard enough to know, yeah, he talking about his son doing real things. Floyd Schofield talking about his son beating up Godzilla and everybody else too. Just like Devin. Just like Devin. Here's a link, King. Boxing world, AKA King. We're not allowing a lot of pocket watching on in here this morning. Shicklack. That's the first time I saw him say anything, Richard Paris. No wrench. But look at it the bright way, G-Man. You secured yourself a regular spot. This link is for you. We have the count. All you got to do is jump up here, man. Are you King? If you're out there, you got a chance to dig yourself out that hole. Come on up. Anyway, in that first thing he said was out of pocket while watching Yo Pocket. Yeah, you know that. Some think their son are more than they really are. Yeah, everybody. Well, actually, man, look, all their sons can fight. Let's be real, okay? All their sons are really great athletes. All those guys' kids are at the top of the top. Like, I still am going to maintain, even while I'm playing a little bit and we're talking and comparing fighters at this level, I think it's very important that you, what's up, Andre Noble? I think it's important that you still understand that we're talking about really elite fighters. We're really talking about elite fighters. And when you're talking about elite fighters and elite athletes, they're better than like 999 out of 1,000. They're that level of fighter, man. Right? So, I mean, Devin can fight, man. Don't get it twisted, man. Devin can fight. Only thing, the bad thing for, the communication about Devin is that it gets mixed up because there's so many Devin, scrotillions out there, man. You know what I mean? The scrotillions are out there. It's crazy. With all those scrotillions, it gasses his head up, man. It gasses his head up. Hard to think. I don't think he's soft. I think he's a man. I think he'll whoop more than likely. He'll whoop your ass more than likely. Tough kid, works out hard, put a lot of years into the sport of boxing. He may be a little burnt out. That's definitely a possibility, man, that he may be burnt out. And y'all hate so dang much. Not me, y'all. Some of y'all be hating, but hey, I ain't gonna lie, man. Some of them dudes brought that stuff on themselves. Ryan's attitude is bad for the sport. Why you say that? Why is Ryan's attitude bad for the sport? Ryan Garcia's attitude is bad for the sport? Why? I'm going to tell you whose attitude is bad for the sport. T. Orlando's attitude is bad for the sport. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna tell you whose attitude. Now, where I didn't see is T. Orlando here because I was trying to mess with T. Orlando, but it applies. Like the thought process still applies. I'll tell you who's bad. Wow, for real. Wow. Yeah, that's a call out for him. Yeah, T. Orlando's bad for the sport. You know it. You know it. I'll tell you who else is bad for the game. Fahim Sator. No. Not Fahim Sator. Who else is? Who are all the members of Fire Stick Gang? Can y'all please give me the names of Fire Stick Gang? Who's in the Fire Stick Gang? I need the names of the Fire Stick Gang. Yeah, okay, cool. Rabid Shakur fan, huh? Y'all better stop underestimating Ryan. That left hook is lethal. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he can. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I do think they do underestimate him, though. What is Black Truth? They got the FSG by their names. Okay, yeah. Fire Stick Gang is bad for boxing. Fire Stick Gang is bad, real bad for boxing. You took two is on the street. What? Did you hear Norman Sr. breaking down the offer NGL? It was making sense, in my opinion. Not gonna lie. No, I did not. What did he break down? I have to listen to it. I have a suspicion. Dude, let me tell you something, man. Eddie Hearn wasn't acting like Brian. He acted like Brian Norman and Brian Norman's attorney were some idiots. Brian Norman's team, he acted like their team was like, man, who's gonna pay for this shit? Who? Oh, I didn't see that. Who? Wow. Let's debate. Let us debate this. I haven't heard this, so somebody tell me what the deal is. Come on and explain it to me. He said the purse would need to be 2.2 million for Norman to take home 1 million. Okay, I believe that's probably true. Hey man, thank you, old man. I was like, God dang, ain't nobody supporting the channel today. I was like, thank you, Omar. Hey, thank you, old man. Manny, what's up? Adding in some color this morning. Thank you, man. Let me stare at this. Let me stare at that green super chat lovingly for a while. Thank you. Haney was real competition. No hell was real. Yeah, Haney was real competition. Nah, dog. I'm not reading shit above Jay. I can't do that. You got to put it in there. You got to put it. Oh, okay. Yeah, you got to put that shit in the thing that I see. Dude, I don't know other than say the guy's name you're talking to. Hey, all you got to do is say the guy you're talking to. Say the name of the person you're talking to. So other people don't think you're talking to them. Novel invention. Novel invention. He said Ryan a one-trick pony and gets exposed by real boxers. And I said he beat Haney. Oh, hell yeah, Jay. You right. You are definitely right. Grubby Grump, what up, man? What up, man? How you feeling, brother? How you feeling? Hey, man, thank you so much. Nicole, thank you very much. Says with the flowers. Thank you for the $5 hollers and the beautiful flowers. What is that? Blue, pink, and green. And gold. Thank you very much, Nicole. That is beautiful. I'll treat that like it is an actual flower. Thank you so much. Hey, Sunchild, thank you. Said goat fire. Thank you, sir. Thank you, KT. Oh, I don't even think I showed them the message from Nicole. It's right here. Hey, see the beautiful up. Let me get it so that you can see it. Beautiful. Beautiful flower. Love the AI artwork, or love the internet artwork. Anyway, let us move forward. Thank you so much. Hey, yeah, Keith No said, whoa, I finally get to catch a live stream. I didn't think I would get to see one this week. Wow, what you been doing, Keith Nolan? You been working? Shakur and Tank need to fight real competition too, not this made up names. Dude, who are you? Man, I'm about to start clipping somebody. Y'all talking too much to be somebody I ain't never heard of before, man. You tripping. Man, I think Tank has had excellent fights. I'm not going to lie, man. I've been very happy with Tank's career so far. What a joy for me to watch. Y'all complain so much. I feel like, dang, I should really be upset about his career if everything that y'all say about that is. Fanon, that dude, Norman, is ducking. Da, 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 da. Yeah. I don't think I doubt he has a choice, man. I don't know, man. They should just say, hey, man, Bob ain't trying to make that fight, man. He got an investment in me, man. I got to fight my next fight with him. As soon as I get done with my fights with Bob, if it's open, then I'll do the fight. There you go. However, you can't do that and say that if you want your name associated with him and you want the benefits of talking about the fight, which is to keep the name on your son. However, ultimately, it's going to be Bob Arum's decision about who Brian Norman's going to fight next. Ultimately. And I'm sure Eddie Hearn would give $1.5 million for that. But where's the money for Bob Arum? See, before we really get into pointing fingers at people, we can look at the circumstances before we talk to the people, know what's possible and what's likely, what's probable, what's impossible, what's more likely than not, and then you can avoid a lot of criticism. As soon as you get to Bob Arum, a problem comes up. What's in it for Bob? What is in it for Bob Arum for Brian Norman to go over to fight Jaron Ennis in Philadelphia on DAZN for $1.5 million? $1.5 million, you got to pay your promoter. So there's a cut right there. You got to pay Bob Arum his investment. How much has Bob Arum invested in Brian Norman to get Brian Norman to be the champion? How much is that championship belt worth to him? Because I'm going to tell you who had the belt before Brian Norman. The WBO lightweight title. You know who had that before him? Can anybody tell me the name of the promoter that had the WBO belt that Brian Norman had? Who had that WBO belt before Bob Arum had it? Can anybody tell me that? But y'all, I don't want to debate y'all because I'll smash y'all. Come on, man. Let's go. I ain't giving away it. I'm about to smash y'all. Somebody gonna give me some money for debating them. I know I can get it. Dog, for real. I'm gonna take the Brian Norman ain't ducking angle on you. Okay? OG told me. Haven't supported in a while. Thank you, sir. You're number one. Thank you. Haven't supported in a while. Been watching for some years now. Salute to not just being the boxing talk, but building a community for us as well. My absolute pleasure. Thank you so much, OG told me. And old Mad Manny back at it like a bad habit. Why does a guy who never made more than $200,000 in a fight get to ask for $1 million? More color, by the way. Yeah, dog. Let's get the color going. Look, man, I am telling you right now. T. Orlando is what's terrible for boxing. Let me tell you, T. Orlando, number one, is bad for boxing. Oh, we're getting warmed up. Oh, we're getting warmed up this morning. Hey, y'all got to click the link. I ain't going to be on for a long time because I will be over at MH Blackwell talking about these foreigners. coming into the United States. These foreigners coming into these United States. Taking over, doing Nino Browns, man, out here like Nino Brown. Taking over city blocks. Doing what they want to do. Yeah, dog. Yeah, dog. We're going to look through it because I did a lot of But anyway, I'm not talking no more until somebody clicks this link, man. I wonder if I can push everybody off the chat if I just do. Grumpy Grump, dog. Grumpy Grump, Grumpy Grump, Grumpy Grump. Makes me want your last comment. Okay, let me do it for Grumpy Grump. Bob gets 25% and they never want Norman to be a champion. Come on, bruh. You defending some reckless-ish. Well, if you would like to get fried in this, no worries. Come on. If you think so, are you? No, they're in New York City too. Dre's Finest, they're in New York City as well. The particular Venezuelan gang that they're referring to, Tres, what is it called? Tres de Aragua. Democrats giving illegal homes for free but won't give us reparations. Hell no. They trying to replace you for profit. Yes, they are in New York. Yeah, I know they're in New York. Yeah, I know they're in New York. Anyway. Yeah, he's in the red. But if you want to put him out, hey, all I need to do is get the positives going today. I got a card right here for King. They need me. I'm a tool of oppression. Hey, man, you better not go near no ATM. Anywhere near where they speak Spanish at. Anyway, let's get back on boxing for the limited time we got today. Man, boxing's dry as a bone. Man, that you give you a dog. Hey, says Stove, man, these dudes. Hey, Keith Nolan said, hey, thank you by the way, old man Manny. Keith Nolan said this stove is on the grill, it's fired up, and Fanon is ready to cook and fry y'all arguments. Yeah, they're not gonna make none. Dry boning, man, stop that shit, bro. I said pause on any type of whatever. I can't even remember what I said, man, T. Orlando. After I said pause, because I was like, that's T. Orlando gonna say something crazy. Is it? Well, wait, what's up, 2 Cent? It probably, because why is boxing dry? I mean, I don't know. It could be. But the fact is that there's no fights. That's the definition of why it's dry. But why are there no fights? I don't know. Maybe this is a weekend because of college football. Man, F college football, man. I ain't trying to fuck no college football, man. D-Ray live on the drive. I ain't trying to fuck with no college football, man. It's Sunday anyway. Is the NFL on? Go Bears. When does the NFL start? You can't tell me I have to wait to fry y'all. Where's Claymore Rain? I need Claymore, dog. I need another Claymore. See, right now is the time that you work for it, dog. Now is the time to call in the shows and clout chase on the clout and not saying that the clout is with me, but you clout to chase the clout, which means to chase talking to the people in the comment section. Now's the time, man. Now's the time. You get key number one focus. What in the heck is a pause mean? You know what it is. When there's anything, man, I know. Tell Claymore I said I'm sorry. Tell Claymore I said I'm sorry. Hey man, birds of a feather. Oh, they flock together. Kilo Netter said Norman Sr. talks like his son will dust boots, but he won't take the fight. Look. Really? Tell him I invited him back. Say, hey, I'm sorry. I promise I will not whoop his ass worse than a level 8. Tell him I will never go scorched earth on him again. I will only, like, if a normal type of debating ass whooping is only is around like a 7, I'll keep it. I'll make sure I'll never really go above an 8. I'll keep it right at the 7.5. May touch an 8. I'll never go 9 on him again. Tell him I'll take it easy. Hey man, what up, man? Thank you, Brandon 404. Rocking with Brian Norman Jr. He's from my hometown, Decatur. Oh, I gotta tell you, there was something, man. Let me tell you, Brandon 404. Eddie Hearn, remind me after I read this. Eddie Hearn said the dumbest shit I have heard in a while. It was so obvious that Eddie Hearn does not know shit about the United States of America. Eddie Hearn does not know his ass from an acorn about the United States of America. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Eddie Hearn, let me tell you, man, I almost don't want to say on air what you said, but better believe Americans are like, what did you say? Eddie. You are not from the United States, are you? Wow. Hey, the 2.2 million to take home 1 million makes sense given Norman's promotional situation. Yeah, okay. So you give up half. Where's the fight? Philadelphia, give up half for taxes. Bow, right there. Just give up half for taxes right there. You're at 1.1. Then of your 2 million, pay your trainer and you're done. Man, let me tell you something, man. I'm not telling y'all what he said, especially if I don't know who you are. You ain't got no wrench. I'm not telling you shit. If you ain't got no wrench, click the link. Yeah, in my book, y'all freeloaders. Click the link. And I'll let you know. I'm going to let you know in a second, though. Otherwise, be patient. Keith Norman said, Norman will need some extra cash for hospital bills after Gervonta finished with him. I'm telling you, I'm taking all comers. That man is not ducking. Atlanta, what up, man? I know the name, Ghost. He got to pay Bob for fighting on those. Hell yeah, he does. And not yet. And on top of that, but Bob Aaron, but look, man, Eddie Hearn really can't be considered a serious American promoter. There's no American promoter that would not know what he didn't know. It's crazy. Not gonna lie, Fernando, it would be nice to see another 10-10 ass whooping on Claymore. 10 out of 10. Oh, he didn't get. You've never seen a 10-10 ass whooping, Richard Prado. 10 out of 10? No. You saw that was like an 8.5 to 9. 9. For none, all these others want the interview from Brian Norman so they don't call him a duck, but wasn't expecting this from you. I don't even know who you are, Terrence M. Click the link or I'm going to throw your ass out. No, that's not a bigger channel than mine. It's not a bigger channel than mine. But whatever. Take your fat, happy ass on over there. Don't fucking matter to me. Sorry for being a little cruel. But I'm talking about you. Anyway, Terrence, let me throw you out. Goodbye. It was nice talking to you. Anyway, man, it's fun. It's fun. No joke. Just no real boxing going on today, man. This is crazy. And I can't get no callers. I might jump up off of here, man. I can't even lie, man. Is this who's playing today? Let me go check college football today, man. See what's going on. Let me see ESPN. What is going on today? College football Saturday, not Sunday. So yeah, it's just dead because there's nothing really going on today. There's nothing really going on today as far as sports goes, period. Hey man, the big punch. What up, man?
What up, bruh?
Man, I'm chilling, brother. How you feeling, man?
All right, out here on the move again, like always. But yeah, I seen your title up there. I just tapped in, so I was trying to figure out what was going on. Tank up there talking about he wanna still fight
man.
Devin.
I was just reminding people that Gervonta Davis and his team both said that they would still want to fight Devin Haney.
Ah man, hey,
You had frequent flyer who's this incredible, the incredibly non-biased, objective, fair frequent flyer.
Oh yeah, that guy.
He said Devin still want the smoke with Tank. So I'm saying, hey, Gervonta said that after the fight.
Yeah, he
did. He still wants the smoke. Kenny Ellis said that they still wanted the smoke.
Yeah, he said he still got to see him. I remember that. I remember when he said after he lost to Ryan, he said he's like, I don't care. He still got to see me. He still got to see me. I'm like,
still got to see me, man. Still got to see me.
Yeah, so I'm like, hey, that would actually.
But did they fuck it up? But did they fuck up the bag? Is what I'm asking. That's the thing. Did they fuck up the bag? And did Ryan Garcia fuck up the dome piece? Like, did he mess up the dome piece of Devin Haney? Did he affect Devin Haney and prevent Devin Haney from saying, you know what? Let me rise on up, situate myself for this big ass payday that I can still get with Tank? Because people keep saying, oh, who was there for Gervonta to fight? Who was there?
Hey, I would love to see that next. But like you said, I don't think Devin mentally would feel like he's ready for that. I don't think that he would actually, even if Tank put it on his plate, he wouldn't take it. I think he'd pull a Shakur, and pretty much like, oh, let me fight somebody else first, let me get my weight up first. I think he'd try to pull one of those moves because I don't think his confidence is there no more. Like I think he really has to get people back behind him. I think mentally he got to get back behind himself. You know, it was. I know you remember you or do you remember when who I had on that fight in that Ryan versus Devin fight? I told you that he was gonna get beat up like that, right? You remember
Oh, I'm,
that?
I'm glad that you answered that question for yourself because I'm like, damn, you just want me to have a memory of like a granite memory, huh?
Yeah, I won $1,400 off that fight.
Oh, I
Like,
remember now. Yeah, you broke me off too. My bad. There you go.
I
Hell
should
yeah,
have.
we won.
You would have
We
remembered then.
hell yeah, we won. We won. Hell yeah. Hell yeah,
For
I
real.
remember. Yeah, it took a couple of days. You're like, yeah, I won big fucking round against him.
Man,
Oh,
off
okay.
$100, like I told everybody like that, he got the power at the end of the day. And that's gonna be the same thing with Tank. It's like Tank got power on his side, and Devin can't keep you off of him because he lacks the power. So I already knew that was gonna play, into that Ryan fight, before the PDs, all of that, I know people gonna say that, but at the end of the day, was Ryan on PEDs his whole career? Because that's what I was going off of. That was my judgment, that the fact that he's been knocking people out with that same left hook his whole career, and I just seen that same left hook knocking Devin out. So that's what I bet on. And now the scandal comes out and says that, oh, it wasn't his left hook. His left hook had ostarine in it all of a sudden, and it's like, okay, if that's what y'all want to say, if that's what y'all want to do, like, I already got my money, so I really don't care, but if they was like, oh, y'all got to return that money, like,
Hell
bring
no,
that
that
money
shit
back.
going like a champ. Hell no, that shit going like a champ.
I would carry it in. Like, that was Ostarine. We need that 1,400 back. Like, we need that money back. Like, then I would care. But it was like, nah, it's just people that know boxing, people that know fighters, you would have seen it a mile away. I just don't understand, like, how did everybody forget that Ryan Garcia is a knockout artist? It just didn't make sense to me. Like that's what he's known for. Like, that's what he does. Like that's why they thought the Tank and Ryan fight was gonna be so good, because they like, oh, two knockout artists going against each other. Like,
Oh yeah,
hey,
yeah.
like, that's what that was about. Like, so now we forgot about Devin. Like, and Devin, like, oh, I'm gonna knock him out. I'm gonna get in the ring and murder him. Like, bro, come on, man. Like, now it's gonna be a legal homicide bill. You gonna kill him now? Like, you gonna send Devin in there to sit in the middle of the ring and kill Ryan Garcia? Like, bruh, like, y'all talking madness. Like, you haven't knocked nobody out in 5 years, bruh. Like, where you gonna get this strength from all of a sudden? Like I thought he was gonna come in on Ostarine. Like, he going in the middle of the ring all of a sudden. Like, so yeah, that I just wanted to see what was going on. If Tank said something new, if he was calling them out, because I think either, Tank's next fight should be either Devin will be good, or Tiafimo. Honestly, I just feel like if you're gonna go to 140 and fight anybody, why nobody talking about Tio? Like, I think that'd be a fight that Tio would actually take. Wouldn't be hard to make. He always clamoring for money, so it's like Tio would definitely jump on that, and that would be actually. I think the turnout for that will be really good too. How they was going for the pit bull ordeal. So it's like, if you talking about diverse crowds and all that, that would definitely be one of a good. That would definitely be that. Like Tio and Tank. Like, why not hit
Yeah, I
that
got a
off?
dude right, but I got a couple dudes like right behind you, brother.
All right, bro. That's all I want to say. I got my little spiel off. So,
All right, man.
all right, man. You have a good one.
Appreciate you, brother. Get back, Big Punch.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. All right, I'm gonna try to go in order of people that I know go quickly. D Ray, I need to see your face, D Ray. You don't have to show your face to everybody else, but I gotta at least see you. Yes, yeah. True McFadden, what up, True McFadden?
What's good, bro?
Man, I can't complain, man. What's good with you?
Nothing much, man. Just want to talk a little fighting.
Oh, hold on a second. Two said you have you seen what Eddie trying to get around the IBF weight clause? Eddie's trying to get around. That's hell yeah. That's hilarious. I didn't see how, but that's funny. Hey, I'm sorry, 2 cents. Sorry for clipping your ass. I clipped somebody. I missed you. Sorry about that, 2 cent. I didn't block you out. I think I timed somebody out. I was trying to clip somebody for talking crazy. Sorry. Thank you, 2 cent. Thank you so much for that $2 holler and allowing the panel to continue to go. So I'm sorry. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, man.
I'm sorry. I'm not done. I'm sorry. TY says, TY, thank you, brother. Said, salute my guy. Thank you, TY, for the $5 holla. And Marcus Pre said, for the show with the $5 holla, brother. Thank you, man. Thanks for allowing the channel to keep it cracking. Thank you, sir. All right, now we're ready to go. Sorry about that, True McFadden.
Yeah, man. It's just been a couple weeks since I hollered at you. I just wanted to talk a little fighting. I first of all, the Ortiz and Boychuk fight. I think that was a draw. I want to see them run it back though. I want to see a part 2 of that. I don't think Virgil did enough to win that fight. He definitely had some of the more explosive showings, but bro, you got knocked down twice, and some of those rounds were really close rounds, dude. Even though you had the more explosive punches, he did a lot of good work in those rounds as well. He hit you more than you hit him. So I think I would love to see a part 2 of that before Ortiz tried to get in there with Bud or whoever he want next. I don't think Bud gonna fight him. And I went back and watched a couple Beterbiev fights.
Mm-hmm.
Beterbiev, how you say it?
Beterbiev is how I say it.
Beterbiev. I'm excited about that. Him and Bivol now.
Yeah. Beterbiev's a monster, man.
He is. He's a good boxer. He'll knock you out, but he's gonna find his punch, and he has patience. He picks his punches well, and he's good at placing them too. He's gonna be dangerous. And I know Bivol, of course, has a great jab, knows how to work it, knows how to keep, stay busy and keep a big puncher off of him, kind of how he did with Canelo. But that's why I think this is going to be a good one to see. I think it's going to be a really good boxing match and also a really good fight at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. If it's a fight at all, Beterbiev's gonna kill that dude.
Yeah, his punches seem to hurt a little more.
I don't think he's human, man. I think he's like a collection of all the Neanderthal genes available to human beings.
There's so much anger in his face, man. Like when I saw the first time I actually looked in his face, I was like, "Yo,
he's so goddamn big without
pissed off."
He's like dense. Yeah, dude is just dense, and you don't even look like the punches that he's throwing like should hurt like that. but you can see the effects.
You can see the effect of them. Yeah.
Like, man, this dude is like, you have to realize, like, yeah, it don't look like he's throwing that hard, but man, that shit is cracking every time that shit lands, man.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, all right, True McFadden. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you for chopping it up with me.
All right, bro.
All right, man. Get back.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Oh, yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that Beterbiev fight. Turkey Al-Sheik's doing some things that are good stuff and doing good stuff. I just don't like King. So I just be messing with King. And I don't like all that talk about taking over American boxing. Like every time it seems to me that every time there's a fighter from outside the United States that's doing well, it's an excuse for people inside the United States that don't like black fighters to conflate the term American fighters and black fighters, and then therefore start rooting against the American fighter. Really, they're rooting against the black fighter by hoping that they can save boxing. It's terrible, man. No NFL yet? Well, yeah, man. So there ain't nothing really popping today, man. But I just wanted to get on here and chop it up. Honestly, man, I was really hoping that I could talk to here for boxing. Like, you know what I mean? Here's 2 Cent. 2 Cent, what is good?
What's going on, Fanon? What's going on, chat? I was seeing how long I was timed out in the chat for.
I don't know. I hit you on accident. Completely on accident.
But yeah, I was asking in the super chat. I read an article about Eddie Hearn and how he's trying to get around the IBF 10-pound weight clause for the Liam Perro fight. He's trying to say that since Devin Haney is the champion,
rehydration clause you're talking about?
Yeah, the IBF 10-pound rehydration clause.
Okay.
He's trying to say that since Devin Haney is the champion in recess, it's a unification fight. So therefore, he doesn't have to. I think you looked this rule up the other day. Therefore, he doesn't have to abide by the rehydration clause. Now, my only issue with this is if Liam Perro beats Devin Haney, he's not going to be unified.
No, he is not going to be unified.
So I don't know how you can use a unification status, but if the person beats you, they won't be unified.
Desperation and trying to get his ass beat by trying to get him down to 140 again, which is going to be tough since his last fight was at 143. But
my question to you about that was, does this kind of put a spotlight more or confirm that Devin Haney has been quote unquote weight bullying fighters?
Does this okay? You remember that saying? You remember man, what is that joke by Steve Harvey when somebody was at doing a comedy show and he said, "This lets me further know what you do for a living," was the punchline.
Right.
To further know, of course, he got out weight bullied by both Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney were weight bullies. Like,
right.
if you define weight bully as you're fighting at a weight class where you really shouldn't be fighting at, and you're using techniques to stay down there, rehydrating 25 pounds, which means that in order to fight for the IBF, Devin Haney can rehydrate
to 150.
Less than half of it. Less than half.
But why not just be unified for real? I don't understand. Like, I don't even think Devin Haney should come back.
Because he'd have to come in and fight Puello and he'll lose.
Well, then fight another fight. You shouldn't step straight into a championship fight anyway, in my opinion. We don't know where you're at mentally. I think maybe physically he'll be okay, but I really, really believe Devin is mentally defeated. To have all of this stuff going on to, and this is what really made me believe that he was mentally defeated when Eddie Hearn said that they took minimum guarantees because they really thought that that fight was going to do Tank and Ryan type numbers. And that's when I was like, oh my goodness, like he was really believing this stuff. Like, it's one thing to have people capping for you and you kind of know, all right, it is what it is. It's just for marketing purposes, blah, blah, blah. But it's another thing to really believe that you're on a level of the face of boxing and you can do hundreds of thousands of pay-per-views. Like, to see that that's not what it is, that has to be devastating for him. Has to be devastating.
You know what's amazing to me? The fact that he believes it, that he believed that, means that he believed a lot of other stuff that these people are saying to him.
That's
Like,
what I'm saying.
actually believe, like, how can you actually believe it?
I don't know. I can't believe Eddie Hearn said that.
Enough to bet on it. Like, you're betting on this. He believed it. He put his money where his mouth was. Meanwhile, you got Terrence Crawford saying you got to pry that dude away from guarantees.
That's, it's wild, man.
Away from guarantees. But he said no minimum. We're gonna do minimum. That. So yeah, that's amazing.
And then to believe it so much, you go against what Eddie Hearn is telling you. And I don't know. But yeah, I just wanted to come up here and chop it up about that real quick because I am so interested to see where this goes. I'm going to follow it very closely because I don't know. I don't know what could possibly happen.
Let me ask you a question. May I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
Do you think that there's any chance that Eddie Hearn might be trying to pull a fast one on Devin and sell him out? Because this rule, like making the argument about the IBF and having the IBF and saying the IBF, hey, this is a unification fight, that shit is such a weak argument that it seems like another example of Eddie Hearn doing something where he's trying to get something done to see if he can make something happen, but he in his heart knows that it ain't gonna happen. Similar to like the way Eddie Hearn was, I think personally, negotiating with like Brian Norman. Who else did he say? Oh, Stanionis. I think he was trying to do what Gervonta Ennis want him to do, but I don't really believe that he thought that those fights were going to get done. And this thing with the IBF, if it goes well, and he actually has to, say it doesn't go well for Devin, and he has to abide by the rule, he is going to get killed by Liam Paro.
Yeah, it's almost like, and then I was posing a question like, is Eddie Hearn feeding Devin to Liam Paro? Because it's one of those things like, this is what I want you to do, and you're like, oh, I'm not gonna do it without the rehydration clause, and you're like, okay, cool, no problem, this is what we're gonna do. And then we go through all this, and then you find out at the end, oh, I'm not able to do that, when you knew all along you wasn't able to do that. So I don't know what's up with Eddie and these Black American fighters, and like I said, I'm gonna follow that closely too, because he don't have no track record of making anybody a star. Every fighter that he gets has already been built up. So I'm just curious why they went over there. I don't understand why they went over there.
The money.
But we'll see. And I don't know why Gervonta Ennis thought that Eddie Hearn will be able to get him undisputed when he's not in control of any belts.
Yeah, I have no clue about that. Well, yeah, that hopefully he's looking at only having a couple fights, but he's trying to get, Eddie Hearn's trying to get Gervonta Ennis to 154. You can tell. He's trying to get him to 154 because maybe they can make a fight with Terrence in him, or because Terrence is going to retire, which is I think is a likelihood. I mean, it is a probability. I won't say a likelihood. It's a probability that he retires. You know, that if he
Do you think?
retires, there's him. They got him at 154. I think that's it. I think.
Do you think they're possibly setting up a Crawford Boots fight? What do you think?
No, I
Because
don't, because I don't think Boots. I think they don't. I don't think they believe they be in Matchroom. Eddie Hearn, because Eddie Hearn doesn't have Crawford. Eddie Hearn has Boots. So Matchroom is, and Eddie had said it. He thought that it was either going to be Canelo or retirement for Bud. That may be what he's hoping, right? Is either, but at the same time, that means 154 is going to be open for Gervonta. And then really the Virgil Ortiz fight, the Boyacek fight, the Madmarov fight are all there for Gervonta at 154. There's like three of them, that at least three that he could get him.
but here's where I think Eddie Hearn did play Jerome, because you knew my goal was to be undisputed at 47. And now I get here at 47 and you're basically showing me that none of these fighters are going to take the fight, or they're going to ask for all of this money to make the fight. And now you're forcing me to move up to 54, which from what I've heard is the reason why he didn't want to sign with the PBC, because they wanted him to fight at 54. So that's in the essence where I feel like Eddie Hearn kind of played Jerron, or maybe Jerron played himself, but like you're ending up at 54 anyway. And now like all the smoke for 54 and the belts at 54 are with the PBC, which Eddie not gonna be able to get you those fights either.
It's tight for sure. It's tight. It's tight
So,
on the show.
well, we'll see. We'll see. I'll definitely be keeping an eye on it. But I just wanted to hop up here and give my 2 cents. I didn't get a response back from your email, but I did respond.
Oh, I'm sorry. I will get it, and thank you for telling me to myself. No, I definitely will tell you. I'll respond to the email today, if not by tomorrow. But yeah,
All
I'll
right.
do it. Sorry about that.
All right. Talk to you
All right.
later.
Phoenix the Assassin says Devin is ass and Ryan smacked him. Hey, hold on real quick. Look, QDog88, you gave me that's a huge number that you put in the chat. I'm gonna let that sit there until you see how much you left. That's a lot. I think you might have actually put an extra number. I think you might have actually put an extra number on that QDog 488. Which would be the huge. Man, hold on one second, man. Let me do something. Hey, Phoenix, where you at today, man? I need you today, man. Where you at? He said, Devin's ass and Ryan smacked like one BBL Devin thought he would do, but Tank could and failed. Lord and failure of the Haneyites. Man, I even tried to goad these dudes up here today, Phoenix Assassin. Phoenix the Assassin says, hey, that's why Devin's nickname is The Dream. Hey, man, what up, Echo? What's up, Echo?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I can't hear you very well, though. Sorry. Hold on. No, I can't hear you. Hello?
I can hear you.
I can't hear you. Oh, can I come back?
Yeah, come back in and out. Yeah,
I'll come back. Okay.
Yeah, come back, man. I'd love to have a conversation with Echo, man. What up, man? Now's a great day. Today's a great day to do. Man, bro, M. Perry, thank you so much, man, for that amazing support. I am going to assume just know that you can contact me. And if that was an accident, get that corrected. I have no problem doing that. But if it's not, my God, thank you. And I'm gonna wait till tomorrow to tell everybody what you did, if that was actually what you intended to do. What's going on, man?
I'm good. How are you? How are you today?
Man, I can't complain about a thing, man. What's up with you?
Long time no see.
Yes, sir. I mean, it seems relatively recently to me, but
Really?
yeah. You stay on my mind, man. You stay on my mind. Good
What
boxing knowledge. Whenever I'm talking about anything historical, I think, hey, Echo with the fact check. So what's on your mind, Echo?
Well, I've just been listening to two sons talking about the weight bullying, and with Devin Haney. But this has been going on. Like, if you want to talk history, this has been going on for a long time. I mean, I can go back right to 1906 to Sam Langford fighting Jack Johnson. I mean, it's just ridiculous. If you want to go, talk about weight bullying. But what a lot of people don't understand, if you don't mind me saying this.
I don't mind you saying it, man.
Right, when you talk about weight, there's different kinds of weight. Okay, you've got different kind of muscle as well. Muscle's not just muscle. Okay, you've got what you would call myofibular muscle, which is basically the contractile muscle, and then you've got what you would call sarcoplasm, which is basically the water and the glycogen. Now, most boxers don't put on myofibular muscle before the fight. They put it on during the fight. Now, a person that's trying to dry out and make weight is more than likely going to lose a lot of water and not a lot of muscle. However, if somebody's overweight going into a fight like Roy Jones Jr. when he fought John, when he fought John Ruiz, okay, and then when he went back down to fight Tarver, he had to lose muscle because he would have put on myofibular muscle. Now, it all depends on what kind of muscle that Devin Haney is going to put on and what he's going to do between fights. But the thing is, there's no guarantee of an advantage putting on sarcoplasmic muscle because it's water weight. Because muscle is 72% water and glycogen. That's what it is. And you can't contract water. And also, every percent of weight you put on, your aerobic threshold goes down 1%. So therefore, if you weigh 20% heavier, your aerobic threshold will go down 20% from what it should do. So basically, when people put on the extra weight, it's just like carrying a bag of potatoes in the ring, really. Extra weight you can't use. But there is an advantage to putting on the water weight if you're dehydrated. And that's what happens with a lot of boxers, because they can put on 20 pounds because they've sucked all the water from the cells. That's what it is. But, it's going to carry on like this until they can do same-day weigh-ins, But like I said, it's been going on for years. It has been going on for years. I mean, even Jack Johnson fought 5'7" Tommy Burns as a heavyweight, and he didn't even weigh nowhere near heavyweight. So it's been going on for years, So there's nothing new. But I just wanted to give some information about this and explain really about what the weight is, because a lot of people don't understand it. You can't flex water. It's as simple as that.
Got you, man. I guess I'm right behind you, Echo. And GTD for life, I need to see your face. I need to see you before I let you up. You don't have to. You just have to let me see it real fast, on and off, before I let you up. All right, Echo. Thank you, man. Thank you for the explanation of the waters. I can't see you, GTD for life. That's your. Oh, okay. I saw you then. Okay. All right, Echo. I'll get back, sir. Thank you.
All right, you take care. Have a good day, everybody.
Yes, sir. GTD for life. You can cover your face. You don't have to. I saw you now.
Oh,
Yeah, you
but
don't.
nah, I just wanted to ask you, like, why do everybody keep thinking Eddie could get a tank fight? Is that true or is that not true? I just want to hear from a real boxing analyst. You know me? Sorry for you. Like, do you think Eddie could get a tank fight for Shakur? Doing on his history of trying to get big fights, do you think Eddie Hearn could get a tank fight for Shakur? That's all I want to ask, sir.
I think he can. Yeah, I think he can get. I think he can get one. Yeah, I think if Tank wants it and he's over there with him, yeah, he probably could get it done. But
But
it's
they
just
don't.
that, yeah, it's
But they
just that
don't like each other. They don't like each other though. So it's like,
yeah. So they just don't need to talk. Yeah, so you just don't. Gervonta's not going to have to talk to Eddie Hearn.
but I don't
They don't
think
like each
I don't
other, but
think
they don't
Tank
have to
want to
talk to
like
him.
let him make money off him. I don't think Tank don't want to like let Eddie make any money off him.
Eddie probably ain't gonna make any money off of him. Because Eddie's not gonna put on the fight. So I mean,
About to say it is going to be a PBC fight.
yeah.
About to say, but like,
I think he could get it. I don't think that him being signed with Eddie Hearn is going to prevent Gervonta Davis from fighting with him. I don't think so.
I just feel like we get that fight
So
once
much money.
Shakur finish with Zepeda and he become free again. Because I don't think he's going to get the tank fight with Eddie Hearn. I just don't think so.
No, he's definitely not going to get the next two fights, the one he's got coming up or the next one. But it doesn't. I mean, he doesn't need him. Let me put it. I mean, to answer your question in a different way, he damn sure don't need Eddie Hearn to get the fight done. Eddie Hearn is an extra expense from what I can see in that circumstance, just an extra expense for Shakur with Gervonta because he doesn't need him to actually set the fight up. And Gervonta knows perfectly well who he is. They could just say, okay, hey, boom, let's do a fight.
Okay, that's all I had to ask. Thanks for now.
Yeah, anytime, man. Thank you, GTD for life. You take care, man.
You too, man.
Yes, sir. All right, that was pleasant. Yes, it was. Very, very pleasant. Very, very pleasant. I am probably going to let me go check to see what time I said I'm going to do this other show because I did a shorter show today. Because let me see something. Oh, yeah, for like a half an hour from now. So give myself a few more minutes. Boxing Hacker, what's up, man? Where you at, Boxing Hacker? Man, I didn't whoop Boxing Hacker into submission. That's to be expected, though. He took a lot of whoopings, though. Hey, hands down, thank you. What happened to me yesterday? I took the day off yesterday. Because there's really nothing going on. There's not a lot going on in boxing. So I was like, you know what? Let me get a little bit of day's rest and let me chill out. Thank you. I actually have missed a couple days in the last few weeks. And you noticed. The rest of these, nobody else noticed. Nobody else was like, hey, where were you yesterday? Yeah, yesterday I took a little time off. I didn't take the whole day off. I mean, I did 3 videos. There was a video that came out at the time that I usually came on. But I was like, hey, let me rest up a little bit. Let me rest up a bit. I owe King a thank you, but King won't jump on to get his thank you. King got a victory, man. Don't you do it? King, I wanted to talk to King today because King got a big victory. Yeah, he did. He doesn't even realize the victory that he has. I got to do what I paid for. I got to keep my word. And there's King's link. This is a King link. Look, King link. He has his own link. Everybody get hey. Phenomenal show. Look, this is the King link. The King link is there for King to click the link. I got to put it up there at the beginning and the end of the show so King can get a chance to come on up here and work on that deficit so we can get him to that wrench. '40th birthday yesterday and was hoping for a show, but we're here. Oh, my bad. Hey, man, happy birthday to hey, man, everybody, please put cakes in there for happy birthday for oh, Mr. Perry. Sorry, I'm sorry. Yeah, but it's only gonna last a little while. I can't keep going. If he misses what, like, I'm gonna give him 3 links. 3 links, I think he just forfeited, and we got to start again. But dang, starting again. But no, it's there. That deficit is just there. It doesn't start over. Or should it start over? Maybe I'll let it start over in a year or so, a couple years. But happy birthday to you, sir. So sorry that I was not here to give you your birthday wishes. Happy birthday to you. I wish I could sing. I can't sing a lick. LeVar said, effing racist King. Yeah, but look at Rick Timms. Dog, Rick Timms. You seem like you don't. Hey, Rick, where you at? I'm calling out Rick. All right, I'm calling out Rick. I've officially called out Rick. I've called you out, Rick. I've called you out. Where you at, Rick? Where you at? Called you out, Rick. Called you out. Boxing Hacker, what's up, man?
What's up? What's up, now? How you doing?
Man, you know, I just done whooped y'all's asses so bad that on a Sunday afternoon.
I don't know why you always believe that.
Let me tell you what this is. This is an anomaly.
What is?
Anomaly is this is a sports channel on Sunday morning with a bunch of black men on it. And one black man is telling well over at least 400 of you. 500 are actually between all the different places. Telling 500 of y'all to get up here and debate me about something, and I can't find any takers.
You gotta pose a topic, you know. If you pose a topic, then people probably jump on.
No, dog. I ain't never had a problem posing any topics before. I whoops y'all asses so bad that
Who's y'all? Don't put me part of that.
You have been humble.
Don't you put me a part of that.
Oh, you definitely been humble. You definitely. But anyway, man, so you probably just agree with me that Shakur Stevenson did not duck.
No, I agree with that. He didn't duck. Yeah. I mean, you can't even claim they ducked because you don't know what tank, if there was an offer on the table or anything like that, you know. You know, like for me, I always think you have to know both sides of the story. You know, just because Shakur decided to take a 2-fight deal with Eddie doesn't mean that he is now ducking Tank, or if there was even a fight for Tank, you know. To begin with, yeah.
But what do you think about Devin's career being done?
His career being done? He's back up. He's thinking about having another fight with Perro, right?
Yeah, you think that's smart?
Yeah, no, that's a good, because Perro's not a knockout artist. I think him and Perro had like history in the ring sparring together, so it should be a good fight. I do favor Devin, but of course you never know how he's gonna be after that rough outing they had last time.
You mean that ass whooping?
Yeah, the one that was on unequal grounds. Yes,
the one that was an unequal ass whooping.
Yeah, the one where the Austrian enhanced person came into the ring and defeated him. Yes.
You mean the Austrian dude that jaw jacked Devin multiple times dropped him,
Yes,
shook
the
him up, had him
performance
looking crazy.
enhanced soldier who walked into the ring that took down Devin. Yes.
You mean the fat one that didn't make weight, was smoking and drinking like the
Yeah,
day of the fight? The one that you guys thought was a wash before the fight happened?
the one that
the one
came
that-
fully
the one that-
hydrated
The one that looked like he
and
was in
kept
a
all of the muscle mass because of the Austrian. Yes, that one.
hold on, the one that came in hydrated?
Fully hydrated. It didn't even cut to the right weight. Didn't even cut the right weight. So yeah, that guy, the guy who cut 143 instead of 140, that person.
All of that
Yes.
includes an ass whooping too.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, we don't want to forget about that ass whooping.
No, we don't.
And him having to recover from that ass whooping.
Yeah, and being cheaters. Yes.
Just his ass whooping though.
Devin got whooped by a person who was because he was fighting somebody. Well, I can't say because, but by a person who was on Austrian. Yes.
Did he get suspended because of Osterine?
Who? Devin or Ryan? Ryan.
I mean, you claim that this person, Ryan, was beat him because of the Osterine. I was just wondering, what was his suspension for Osterine?
He wasn't suspended for Austrian.
Hold on, what?
No, it wasn't.
What?
But he tested positive for Austrian.
Hold on, though. You said he wasn't punished for Osterine.
But he tested positive for it.
But it doesn't matter because he wasn't punished for it. What was he punished for?
Well, it doesn't matter. You still test if you test positive.
Because
test positive.
it does.
Just because you didn't receive the penalty for it doesn't mean you didn't test positive. Yeah.
I mean, no,
because
if you say, let's just say, for example, that we're talking about, who gets to school fastest, who drives their school car to school fastest.
Right.
You can't say, well, I lost, but that person was speeding to get there.
And just because he didn't get a speeding ticket doesn't change the fact that he wasn't speeding.
But you may have been speeding. Neither one of you got speeding tickets.
Yeah, but doesn't mean that we weren't going over the speed limit.
But neither one of you got speeding tickets. You didn't get a speeding ticket, so I can't. Just because he says you sped doesn't mean why I say, where's the proof that you sped?
It could be a meter.
I can say, and you can say, here, it's right on camera. Look, right here, I've got it. I did a little, I was standing up there. I had a speedometer and this, whatever it is, the radar gun. I got here's the results of the radar gun.
Yeah.
But then you say, well, where's the ticket?
Well, the ticket, just because you don't receive a penalty doesn't mean you didn't do the crime.
Yeah, but I don't care, man. There's
I mean, come on.
All kind of people out here.
Just because I don't go to prison.
Watch this. You know how many
if
people,
I smoke weed today and I don't get locked up, doesn't mean I didn't smoke weed, right?
Hey, man, but you didn't violate the law because you didn't get punished for it. You went to court and they didn't punish you for it. He was accused and they didn't punish him. How does that work? They accused him and they didn't punish him. So you have to understand. I mean, to each his own. However, you know what I mean? And I understand and I respect your viewpoint. But I just have to say for myself, that it seems a little funny to me for me to know that Ryan Garcia Osterine was the reason that Devin won, was the reason that Ryan won, when the New York State Athletic Commission didn't even find that he used it illegally.
Well, they were based on his intent. And they
didn't know. They didn't know. They used it on the fact that he reported supplements that he did not notify the doctor of.
Correct. But
that's why I asked you but doesn't change the fact that, man, I'm sorry, we don't live. I mean, we don't live. I don't.
Penalties don't change the. It doesn't change the antecedents,
Let me say this. Let me say this real quick. I promise I'll let you cook. I promise.
Go ahead. You're free.
Look, man, I don't want to live in a country where the values that are bestowed upon us citizens by our great Constitution, where the declarations within that Constitution are just overlooked and trampled upon, including the right to face our accusers. And if the New York State Athletic Commission can accuse you of something but not convict you, then I don't think that you should run around with the stigma associated with it. I don't. And I think that as an issue of being an American citizen that believes in the Constitution, believes in the tenets held therein, that we must respect it. We must respect the process. Now, Ryan Garcia is serving his penalty for what he admitted that he was guilty of, which was not notifying the New York State Athletic Commission that of all the medicines and supplements that he took. And it was just the fact that he didn't notify them was the reason that he is suspended. He was not suspended for the Ostarine.
Correct.
So I cannot say it would be not only inaccurate for me to say that was the reason that why he was suspended. It would also be inequitable and unequitable to Ryan Garcia himself, who does not deserve that besmirching.
Yeah, so I'm not saying that's the reason why he got suspended. However, he did test for Ostarine. What he got suspended for was based on what Joe trying to figure out his intent. And they just came to the what you want to call a settlement or the conclusion that,
sir, that's just making shit up.
No.
Now I cannot allow
that's
you
what
to just make shit up.
He tested positive for Ostarine. There's no way we can deny that.
Sir, I am not denying that he tested positive for Ostarine.
Then we're in agreement.
No, we're not in agreement, nor are we in agreement. Neither one. We're not in what the word that is probably not even real, agreements. And the word that really exists, I know for sure, agreement. We're not in agreement. No, we are not, sir. Like I said, I believe in the U.S. Constitution.
That's good.
I believe in the principles and the tenets given to us by God through our founding fathers. And one of them is that you have the right to respond to your accuser. This is not a monarchy.
Correct.
So he was accused and agreed to be punished for the action of not notifying them.
Yes.
And that is not and that is known publicly to millions of people.
Sure.
It is not fair to our justice system and the principles of our Constitution, therefore, for us to just act as if he's guilty of something that he never admitted to doing, simply because he was punished for another crime. Similarly, it would be irresponsible for us to hold somebody, treat somebody guilty of murder if all they did was admit to having a gun that was illegal, an unregistered gun. If somebody said, yes, I will plead guilty to the use of an unregistered firearm, and they drop a murder charge, I'm not going to run around and say, hey, this man is guilty of murder.
Well, do you really think you'll win this argument? What are you trying to claim, man?
What do you mean I'm trying to claim? I'm trying to
I'm saying,
what do you,
I respect your.
I'm not done saying what I'm saying. It's almost like you cut me off specifically for the purpose of interjecting.
Please continue.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. So, like I said, as an American, a foundational Black American, I believe in the justice system. If you accuse someone of something, the burden of proof is upon you. When the New York State Athletic Commission gained evidence of the use of performance and banned substances by Ryan Garcia, they said, Ryan, we need to know what's happening. Come before us And what they found was that he didn't notify them.
Yes. So
He notified
speaks towards intent.
So he was punished for that, and that's all he was punished for.
Yeah, because
And
he's
that's all
speaking
I
towards
can do.
intent, right? Intent means a lot. Like you said, intent is a difference between
Intent
like
has
capital
nothing
murder
to do with
and
this.
manslaughter.
Intent, you keep bringing up intent as if it has anything to do with this. This is a fact. Ryan Garcia was punished for not notifying them.
Correct.
That
I
is
never
not.
denied
That
that.
is excuse me. That is a fact.
I agree with you.
We don't need to go look into the intent of anybody. We just need to look at what they actually did, their action. The action was to suspend him for that. So we know he was suspended, and we know he was suspended for.
I agree with you.
You want to get
100%.
into a subjective
However,
conversation. You want to get into a subjective conversation about people's intent.
No, I agree with you. That's what you're right. Yeah. So to clarify one more time, Ryan tested positive for Austrian. Therefore, Austrian was in his system. Therefore, when he walked into that ring, he had Austrian in his system. But you are correct that he was not charged for the Austrian.
Sir, he also had weed in his. He also had weed in the system.
Yes.
He also had weed there too. He had water there too.
Yes, you are correct.
He also had. I'm sure he had several other things. Maybe he had other medications that were in a system that he did not notify the New York State Athletic Commission of.
But we're focused on Austrian, right?
So no, we're not, because Austrian was not named in the charges that he was suspended for.
Because we
you
know
want to make a false connection.
No, you're creating the false connection. You're trying to connect the fact that Austrian was in the system and the results of his case, right?
No, I'm not.
Okay, so my statement.
No, you're doing that. I'm not doing what you just said.
No. This is not the Twilight Zone. You're doing that. My only comment to you was this: that he came into the ring with Austrian in his system. I never mentioned anything about his court case results or anything. And
you're skipping over the fact you went straight from him having Austrian in his system.
Yeah.
To he was suspended.
I didn't speak of
not mentioning that he was not
being in the ring.
Suspended for that.
We were talking about him being in the ring. You know, I don't forget.
It was the reason Austrian comes into play because it put Ryan in a situation where he had to admit that he was guilty of something else.
So
that's the only, sir. That's the only role Austrian plays that we know, was that the positive Austrian test notified the New York State Athletic Commission, and the New York State Athletic Commission started an inquiry.
I mean,
during the inquiry, I'm gonna move on from you because I got other shit to do.
I go ahead and finish.
During the inquiry, as Ryan admitted to violating New York State Athletic Commission rules. When he admitted that he violated New York State Athletic Commission rules, he was going to get suspended no matter what.
Okay.
So they said, look, you're suspended no matter what. So we're just going to suspend you. No need to talk about the rest of this shit. You're suspended because you took anything that you didn't tell us about. Okay. So doesn't matter to us. So we're going to punish you for that. So the New York State Athletic Commission did not say one way or another what they thought about Austrian.
Yeah, I agree. So
if you agree, we're going to stop right there. I'm going to throw your ass out.
No. I didn't agree to.
As a loser, you lost. So we're going to sit your ass down. Sit you down, son. Thank you for the food. Keith Nolan said, just putting color in the chat at the expense of frequent flyer. At some point, frequent needs to apply to be Devin's washcloth. Tank is a big paycheck, and it comes with a beatdown. Oh, it does. Last caller of the day.
Yo.
What up, man?
You know, I had to come up here, man. Boxing hacklers up here just saying a whole bunch of lies and things that don't make sense. See, here's the thing about the overweight. You know what happened when Andre Ward fought Paul Smith? That Eddie Hearn touched on. That Paul Smith was supposed. See, so Paul Smith had messed up, came in overweight, wasn't able to do it. and he was supposed to be charged 150,000 for each pound over. And he said Andre Ward came and talked to him about it. Andre Ward won, of course. He didn't, complain about it like Devin after, and didn't even want to accept the money. He let Paul Smith keep it because he went up to Eddie Hearn and asked him, like, hey, is he a good guy? Does he have a family to take care of? Eddie Hearn was like, yeah. And Andre was like, all right, no need to even worry about the fine then. Because he went out there and did his thing. He ain't make no excuses like Devin is doing. Devin laughed about it, accepted the money, then wanted to complain about it later. That speaks volumes to both their character and their ability. Now, as far as the Osterine, you know who else had Osterine? Amir Khan. And what happened to him? In the fight that he had Osterine in the system, he got stopped in round 6 by Kell Brook. So what happened there? I thought Osterine was supposed to be something that helped with punch resistance. So, a lot of people talked about Amir Khan having a glass jaw, can't take a punch and all this and that. And Kell Brook had him on Bambi legs like the whole fight before he finally stopped him. So what happened there? Osterine didn't provide him no benefits. I thought this was supposed to be like the Superman drug, superhuman stuff. Like it worked wonders for Ryan Garcia. Or wait, maybe it didn't do anything at all other than provide Devin an excuse for why he got that ass whooped. Because Ryan didn't look no different than he normally did, except out of shape. He still fought the same way. He still threw the left hook as 80% of his punches. He still, did everything he normally does, except, oh yeah, he did add that, busted Philly shell that he was trying to do. But I mean, apart from that, what ended up happening? The same thing that happened when they fought in the amateurs the 6 times. The same thing we've seen Ryan do in all his fights leading up to Devin. He fought the exact same style, out of shape, even took rounds off, turned his back, let Devin punch him in the kidneys and brushed it off like it wasn't nothing, and then proceeded to whoop that ass. And it was so bad because, it's cool that this discussion with Andre Darrell had come up where he's telling Devin, like, hey, you're not Floyd. You're not as great as you think you are. See, that's what happened. People kept on listening to all the hype they were giving Devin, saying he's the next Floyd Mayweather, saying he's the reason that Floyd went into retirement, that he had beat Floyd up so bad that Floyd decided, yeah, I'm not going to continue my career. And then we see that he be getting tagged up and touched up, can't do none of the things that he'd been hyped up to do. And everybody is ignoring every single thing about Ryan Garcia because they assume that if you're wrapped up in social media, that you're not a boxer. Same thing like with Tio, and it's the same thing here. They assume that because they're out there making noise, they don't take boxing seriously. When Ryan Garcia been doing this, since the amateurs, he hasn't changed his style too much. He has a few things that he's improved on since the amateurs, as far as being able to cut the ring off better. But apart from that, he still be leading with the left hook a lot. When it don't land up top, he takes it to the body. Ryan Garcia was better than people expected. And I was saying it before the fight. Devin is going to have a hard time because whenever you punching and you're going up against somebody that has faster hands than you, if you're in range to hit them, they're also in range to hit you. It doesn't matter what your height, reach, or whatever is. If you're close enough to touch somebody in boxing, they're definitely close enough to touch you. That's just the way it goes. And when you're going in there with a speed disadvantage, anytime you're punching, you're at risk. Plain and simple. That's just something that comes with it. The problem is, Devin ain't fought nobody with that type of hand speed yet. That was his first person that he's fought with that type of hand speed in his career. That's the first person that he's fought since moving down from 140 the first time in 2017. That's been his height, that's had close to the same reach, that's the same age, that has a similar level of athleticism. We can't throw all of that away and just focus on Osterine, which is not even a drug that's proven to have any of the benefits that they wanted it to, which is why it doesn't even have FDA approval. They're still doing testing to try to find out if it's something that can improve muscle strength and performance and stuff. All it's been able to do is prevent muscle loss for people who have cancer, but when they have to worry about muscles being lost. That's it. It's not doing anything to provide them extra strength or performance, endurance, none of that. So like that's why they're still doing all these tests with it, so it can actually get FDA approval. And they've published writings about this in the National Library of Medicine. But besides that, like we can't say that something like that has more of an effect on Ryan than all the other stuff that I mentioned from the height, speed, and whatever. We can't ignore all that and just focus on the on street and then say, oh, that stuff is a non-factor when it's common sense. When a fighter is in there, when they get used to doing a certain thing against a certain style of opponent, for instance, being used to establishing a jab against people who's shorter and got shorter arms than you, yeah, it's going to look like everything is all good. But then when you don't have those advantages and you're not used to it and you don't know what distance you need to be at because you haven't had to worry about it before, you're confused and then you need to adjust. And that's the problem that I find with Devin and even Shakur. Like, you get so used to fighting fights where you don't have to make significant adjustments. When the time comes for you to actually have to make one, you're going to struggle and you're not going to know what to do. That's why Devin was in there crying to his daddy against Lomachenko. Then Lomachenko figured him out because he didn't have to worry about the type of movement and different angles that Lomachenko was showing him. You know, getting popped with a double straight left twice in a row. He ain't had to deal with that before. Like, that's the problem with a lot of these fighters. Like, whenever we listen to the hype instead of being real about what we see in the ring, you know, we end up feeling some type of way whenever things don't work out how we thought it was going to be. As far as Devin's career being finished, if his mentality don't change, oh, he going to be done. He going to be done. He going to be twice cooked. He going to end up going against somebody who he thinks he can beat because he still thinks he's great. And he got all these people who's saying, who's yes man instead of saying, oh man, don't do that. That's the problem with him. He don't got good people around him. He don't got people around him that's being honest. And if they want to keep on catering to, you know, his fragility, 'cause it's starting to come out. You see the way he talking on Twitter lately.
Hey
That
man,
fragility is starting to show.
I gotta move on because
All good.
I got this. No, seriously, because I was trying to do a live stream over at 11:30 on.
Oh yeah. I'll tune in for that. I'll tune in for that. But yeah,
you can debate boxing hacker over on that. But yeah, I'm about to.
I smacked him each time already.
Yeah, boxing hacker kind of sucks, man. But for everybody on MH Blackwell, I'm gonna be back and like get a drink of water. I'll be back over there like 10 minutes or so.
For sure, bro.
Yeah. We're just gonna talk about some politics and stuff, and I didn't want to do it over here. But all right, y'all.
All good.
If y'all want to keep chopping it up, go. Make sure you go to the MH Blackwell channel. I'm gonna start that live stream. You know, fashion.
I'm gonna be there.
All right, man. Cool. All right, man. Get back.
Yep.
Yes, sir. All right, y'all. So meet me over there. Well, if you're already over there, you're there. If not, I'm moving the potty over there, and then we're gonna have a panel, and then I'll hop it up. Then you know we can hop it back, man. We can get back with it. Yes, sir. All right, man. With that, I'm out. Deuces.